10 best performances at the 2026 Eurovision Song Contest. Add AP News as your preferred source to see more of our stories on Google. Add AP News on Google. Add AP News as your preferred source to see more of our stories on Google. Share New York at the 2026 Eurovision Song Contest final brought acts from 25 countries to the Wiener Stadthalle Arena in Vienna on Saturday night in a spirited battle for the continent's pop crown. There was no shortage of talent, but not all songs are created equal. If you're a dedicated follower of Eurovision or simply curious to learn more about the contest's best bangers, we've got you covered. Here's a list of the 10 best songs from the final, presented in no particular order. If you've ever wondered what a Lady Gaga nu metal pop song would sound like, look no further than Romania's Eurovision entry, Choke Me, by Alexandra Căpitănescu. And it's not just in her spoken word interludes or that her delivery of All I Need Is Your Love is eerily reminiscent of Gaga's I Want Your Love, but the track's heaviness transforms it, and its performance is undeniable. It began with piano and built from there to unexpectedly groovy production, with the classist vocalist Sal Da Vinci singing his heart out to a new love. Per Sempre Sai, Italy's entry, is a fun vintage romp for those who missed the Eurovision of yore. It works. And on stage Saturday, Da Vinci brought an effortless Italian charm. If Cyprus Antigone looks familiar to you, it's likely because she was previously a bombshell on Love Island UK. She might have come and went on the super popular dating show, but her joyous Jala is here to stay in 2026. It's a summery pop song that weaves in traditional Cypriot instrumentation, including siftali and lute, making it the perfect soundtrack to the beach vacation in your brain. Read more. Finland. Linda Lampenius and Pete Parkkonen Liikenheiten. Finland's entry electrified, as they were expected to do. They've been an early favorite in the competition. Linda Lampenius and Pete Parkkonen's Liikenheiten, or Flamethrower, is an animated mashup of pop singer Parkkonen's anguished vocals and violinist Lampenius' fiery fiddling. He's an Idol finalist. She's a globally recognized classical musician. It's a winning combination. What is there to say about Moldova's Eurovision entry? Rapper Satoshi performs the cheekily patriotic Viva Moldova with his full heart in several languages, in a chorus so addictive it almost recalls the anthemic work of anthemic Irish hip-hop trio Nikat, a top relentless flute, breakbeats, electronic production that doesn't quit. It's impossible not to root for them, or at the very least to leave without Welcome to Moldova stuck in your head. In another universe, Zara Larsson, Bulgaria's Dara, is a veteran pop performer at this stage, whose credits include The Voice, The X Factor and Dancing with the Stars, but global superfame has so far passed her by. Here's hoping that changes soon, because her up-tempo pop banger Ranger, with its Nicki Minaj inflections, is easily one of the most animated tracks of the bunch this year. And on stage, it was a mood elevator. No Eurovision Song Contest is complete without a pop metal entry. It's not etched into law, but it might as well be. Serbia delivered just that at the final Saturday night with the easy-listening, spooky Kraj Me by Lavender. Heavy guitars are made airy with gospel harmonies. Screaming is limited, and so is the breakdown. But they brought a welcomed intensity, and that's worth celebrating. One of the most internationally recognizable performers of the 2026 Eurovision Song Contest is Australia's Delta Goodrem. She was a judge on Australia's hit TV talent show The Voice, a former star of Australian soap Neighbours, and an artist mentored by Olivia Newton-John, who once wrote a track called Eyes on Me for Celine Dion. Dion, some might recall, won Eurovision representing Switzerland in 1988. Goodrem's full-throated singing style reaches new heights on her power ballad Eclipse, with stacked harmonies, virtuosic piano riffing and strong synth coda with a note that doesn't quit. It's a classic Eurovision-type tune, a wise choice from the woman from Down Under, and one that certainly resonated on Saturday night. It opens with a cinematic chant, a church-like choir amplifying the theatrics. Dramatic, to say the least. Then, Arliss, the vocalist behind Nan, takes over. It plays out like the soundtrack to an emotive transitional scene in a blockbuster. And on stage at the final, It continued to hold weight. He wore what appeared to be sequin chainmail in front of a screen as a woman, depicting a mother, circled him. What is there to say about Belgium's eerily? Her song Dancing on the Ice is a cool ride. With its chilly vocal performance and Billie Eilish-informed production, the track is a decent pop tune in and outside of Eurovision. Think of her as in the tradition of Arva Max. It almost makes it seem unfair that she was a runner-up on The Voice Belgique instead of its winner. At any rate, it seemed like she wanted to use her performance at the final as a call for justice or at least recognition.